Aisha was 9. Islam allows child marriage. Muhammad was a PDF. Astaghfirullah. These are the talking points Christians use to undermine the character of the Prophet ﷺ and accuse Islam of endorsing child marriage. But what if I told you these same Christians are throwing their own Bible under the bus to attack Islam? Because not only does the Bible fail to prohibit child marriage, it strongly incentivizes it and discourages being too mature for marriage with a literal death penalty. In the passage of Deuteronomy 22 verses 13 to 21, if a woman is accused of fornication, she is required to produce proof of her virginity, traditionally understood as a cloth stained with blood from intercourse. If she fails to do so, then she is to be stoned to death in front of her father's house. The problem is that bleeding during a woman's first intercourse is not a reliable indicator of virginity. In fact, medical studies show that only 37 to 43% of women bleed during their first time. That means before modern biology, 57 to 63%, nearly 2/3 of innocent women could have been falsely accused and publicly executed based on a biologically flawed standard. This would mean that if you were a woman, to reduce the risk of being falsely accused of fornication and to increase your chances of proving your innocence, something you shouldn't have to prove, you would be pressured to marry while still immature. In other words, as a child. Because waiting for maturity reduced the likelihood of bleeding on your first night. Is this not enough proof the Bible was not written by the all-knowing, but by men who ignorantly followed demonic traditions?